D.D. Bailey, Chanique Sterling Brown, was left in tears in Monday's Coronation Street as boss Adam Barlow, Sam Robertson, told her she needed to leave the solicitor firm. Ever since the truth about Joel Deering, Callum Lill, was revealed, Dee has been determined to find a shred of evidence to put him behind bars. She has also taken it upon herself to look out for Lauren Bolton, Kate Fitton, the mother of Joel's baby boy. As tonight's episode opened, Dee found herself on the receiving end of Lauren's anger. Due to the fact Emily has now stopped Joel from seeing their daughter Maeve, he's decided he's going to do everything he can to see Frankie, his and Lauren's son. This development saw Lauren lash out at Dee. She feared losing her baby to Joel and told Dee it was her fault for interfering. Back in Weatherfield, at the solicitor office, Dee was paid a visit by Joel. He tried to blackmail Dee by saying he'd reveal her history with insider trading if she didn't back off. Last year, Ed, Trevor, Michael Georges, and Ronnie, Vinta Morgan, dabbled in some insider trading for their new business. Dee found out about this, and so did Joel, but as he explained tonight, he chose to keep it a secret because of the love he had for her. This was never going to be an empty threat. Later that day, Kit Green, Jacob Roberts, found Ed and Dee and said he needed to speak to them about a report. Thankfully, because Kit didn't have that much information, he couldn't really do much with Joel's allegation. After Kit told Dee and Ed that he'd return if he had more proof, Dee felt troubled, and then her day got even worse. Adam told his colleague that because of the situation regarding Joel and the insider trading, it would be better for the business if she stepped away for a little while. This broke Dee's heart, but that evening, DS Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, paid her a visit with some information that distracted her. Despite Joel's case being officially closed, Swain told Dee that she's got a mate in it willing to check Joel's phone an old colleague gave them. It's progress. But is it enough? The actress, who's been playing Naila Buddle on the soap since 2013, announced her engagement to businessman Marcus Jackson at the beginning of 2023. Saira looked a vision in a beautiful white off-the-shoulder bridal gown with button detail along the back and had her hair in a half-updo with a trailing bow. The soap star shared a number of pictures and videos to her Instagram story, letting her followers in on the magical day. In one snap, she was seen at a pop-up ice cream stall grabbing herself a treat. Confirming her engagement last year, Saira penned on Instagram, "I said yes, Mrs. Jackson, it is then. Love you at Jackson_2013, met you 23 years ago. Who knew our journey would lead us here? Here's to our next chapter." Prior to her role on Coronation Street, Saira starred as Anita Roy on Hollyoaks, a role she played for 3 years until 2011. Sean Wilson breaks silence for the first time since sudden Corrie exit. She first appeared on Corrie in 2013, before returning in 2015, and then again between 2017 and 2019. Between 2015 and 2018, she played Tegan Thompson in Channel 4 series No Offense, before appearing in other productions including BBC Drama Life, Comedy Peacock, and CBBC's Dodger. Saira and Marcus have been on several adventures this year, visiting Venice in July and checking out Stonehenge in August, she revealed on Instagram. During their holiday to Venice, Saira wrote on Instagram, "Gondola riding in Venice with my favorite man in the world." Back in June, Coronation Street fans bid farewell to Simon Barlow, Alex Bain, as the character left the show after more than 15 years. Alex Bain had played Simon since he was 6 years old, but at the age of 22, he decided the time was right to explore other opportunities. "I felt very positive about it, but I am 22 now and maybe it is time to see what the future holds," he said, when discussing his exit. "It isn't just a job. You become part of a family, and I will always have those people in my life. They aren't just colleagues, they are friends. Obviously, anybody leaving feels sad about saying goodbye to people, but any sadness is a small part of it." Simon's exit storyline involved him going increasingly off the rails after his father, Peter, Chris Gascoigne, left Weatherfield to go and work on a boat following his own mental turmoil after killing Stephen Reed, Todd Boyce. With Chris going, it felt like the obvious thing for Simon to follow his dad. Alex commented, "Simon has been through so much, and he was lost without his dad around. Simon heading off on his adventures means I can have new ones of my own." Alex's latest adventure has recently been revealed, as he's been announced as playing the part of Dandini in the pantomime Cinderella, which will play for most of December at the King George's Hall in Blackburn. "I'm so excited to announce that I will be in pantomime this year at the wonderful King George's Hall in my hometown of Blackburn," the actor posted on Instagram. Thanks to the amazing Shawn Productions for the opportunity to get into the panto spirit again. He also added a shout-out to co-star Callum Arnott, who has previously had guest roles in Coronation Street on several occasions. At Callum Arnott 76, "I can't believe we're back doing this again together after so long," Alex posted. In contrast to the spectacular, colorful pantomime, Alex's final Coronation Street scenes were low-key as Simon said goodbye to his loved ones in the street. "It was incredibly emotional, which is understandable as it has been a huge part of my life," Alex said of filming those scenes. He also described what it was like joining the show as a 6-year-old. "At that age, you don't realize the enormity of what it means to be joining one of the longest-running shows in the world and be part of the family that were in the first episode in 1960. Obviously, I came to appreciate that as I got older and also to have the privilege of working with some amazing actors. I remember my first scene with Anne Kirkbride Deirdre. She was so kind and helpful. She looked at me after the scene and said, 'You will go far.' That has always stayed with me."